Backup offers. What are they? Should you use them? And how do you get them to work for you? Sometimes when you're making an offer on a house, you may not be the highest or best offer, and maybe the seller accepts someone else's. Sometimes a seller will ask, would you like to be in a backup position? That means we sign an addendum which outlines that in the event that the offer they accepted falls apart and falls through and doesn't make it to closing, rather than the seller putting it back on the market, they go under contract automatically with you. Some buyers get concerned and they say, well, if I commit to a backup position and I'm the backup offer under contract on this house, what happens if I find another house that I want to buy? I don't want to be obligated. That's a good point. The backup addendum that we would sign gives the buyer the option to terminate at any time for any reason or no reason, so long as you haven't yet moved into becoming an operative contract. So oftentimes it's a low risk way to be first in line should that deal fall apart on the terms that you previously agreed to. But as a seller, it can provide leverage for your primary contract, and it avoids going back to the market that might ask questions about why your deal fell apart. And sometimes they fall apart for no fault of the seller. And as a buyer, oftentimes it's helpful to secure your place in line and make sure that you're gonna have the opportunity to buy this house on the terms that you previously were excited about should the deal fall through. I have a lot of buyers who say, oh, if I had been able to get that house, and they have the one that got away. Well, sometimes a backup offer gives you the option that should something happen, and things do happen, you'll get that house that you missed out on. Is this something that sounds like it's interesting to you? Is it something that you have questions about? We'd love to help.